Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I want to talk about my portfolio. I want to talk about rolling options, the different strategies that I use to grow my portfolio. As you can see, in the past month, I made about 11%, which is $167,000. And so far, Q1 of 2022 has not been that nice to many investors. The market has been super volatile. So I want to talk about the different strategies that I'm using, how I'm playing this market, my views of the market, how I'm managing some of my positions, the recent moves that I've been making. So this video is going to be very broad about how I'm managing the current markets. So first of all, when January started, things were off to a really good start. Tesla was up a lot and majority of my portfolio was in Tesla stock. However, I realized that diversification is very important for all investors. You don't want to be invested too much in one stock. We've seen that Tesla has been super volatile, going from around $1,100 per share, or actually about $1,200 per share on January 3rd. And then we saw a major sell-off, and this was really painful for many investors, especially for some option traders that were long the stock and not hedging their portfolios. The stock went down to basically the high 700s, and currently it's back at over $1,000 per share. So we saw a lot of volatility. I ended up cutting my position a little bit somewhere in this range of around $800 per share, and that was a bad decision. I made a mistake there. However, I also wanted to look at the diversification of my assets and understanding that my asset allocation was just not right with me being nearly 100% Tesla. I had to do the smart thing, which is cut some of my position, and I ended up investing some of that money into the SPY. This is an index fund for the S&P 500. And actually, if we take a look here, it wasn't a really bad idea because my goal was basically to preserve wealth and not lose any money during the volatile times. And basically SPY did exactly that. So over the past couple of months, SPY didn't do anything. In fact, it barely moved at all. I made $4,000, which is absolutely nothing compared to the market value of my position. I bought 2,500 shares for a 68% position of my account value. So now if you take a look here, I actually did make some money on covered calls and on selling puts, which is what I recommend a lot of investors do right now. So if you don't know what to do in the market, if it just seems too choppy or you've lost some money, the best thing that you can do is sell puts and covered calls on safer stocks. I do have a video below on selling put options and on covered calls, but I'm going to explain basically the way selling puts works is actually safer than owning stock. So a lot of people think that owning stock is very safe, but in fact, if you're selling put options that are out of the money, meaning let's say, currently SPY is $443. If you sell a 440 put option, you can actually buy the shares cheaper than what the stock is trading at for today. So I understand SPY is really expensive, so I'm going to show you a really good option to play right now. And I'm going to be looking at Hims & Hers. This is a healthcare telehealth consulting company. Basically, they sell a lot of different medical care for like mental health, sexual health, dermatology, and lots of other things to the end consumer. And they have a very sticky business model because some of the things that they're selling, for example, like hair loss treatment, you need to buy that every single month. So I actually am very bullish on this company. And the best thing is that this stock is only about $5.20. So anyone with even $500, you can play this position. I'm going to show you how right now. I'm going to go into Hims options. Now, this is something that I would be doing if I had some cash in my portfolio, but my current cash level is very low compared to my account value size. So I'm just going to show you this trade right now. I'm going to sell a put option. Now, again, this is one of the safest things that you can do currently in the market. Find the stock that you like. That's basically step number one. Step number two, go into option trading. Step number three, you want to pick an expiration date. So for me, I do like monthly options. I was trading a lot of weekly options. I think that's totally fine for people that have smaller portfolio values and more time on your hands. If you're a younger person, maybe you're in school, you have a lot of time, you can trade weekly options. However, for the working professional, I have a lot of students. One of them is a physician. One of them is a business owner. I do recommend for those type of students in my Discord to do more of the monthly option trading because that's going to save you a lot of time. And honestly, it's still pretty much the same return. Weekly options can make a little bit more money. However, monthly options are still going to give you a lot of bang for your buck, and you can collect a lot of premium on a monthly basis or even on a semi-monthly basis. You can meet in the middle and do 2-week options. But taking a look at Hims, I'm going to click May 20th right now. Basically, May 20th is currently 5 weeks away from the expiration date. Now, what I want to show you is sell put option right here. And now I'm going to sell a $5 put option. If you take a look at the premium, this is a very high premium. You're getting $53. The total credit is $53, and you're only risking about $450. So even if you have a $2,000 portfolio or a $5,000 portfolio, this is a very easy position to get started with, or basically to begin investing with, because you're risking less than $500. Now the return is actually very attractive as well. Your max profit is $50. You're risking $450. So if you calculate the percentage return return is about 11%. So you're gonna make 11% on your money in 5 weeks. Now, obviously 1 year is about 52 weeks. So if you can do this 10 times in a year, you're going to be able to double your money if each of these positions is successful. However, it doesn't have to be successful. It's also pretty unrealistic to win 10 times in a row on any option trade. So let me show you what you can do next, okay? This is called the wheel strategy. I also have a video on the wheel strategy that you can check out in the description, but basically here's how it works. Let's say that you sell the $5 strike, okay? So you've sold the $5 strike, you're committed to buying the stock for $5, and the current stock is $5.20. Now you've collected a bunch of premium, but let's say for whatever reason, HIMS goes down to $4.50, which means that you have to buy 100 shares for $450. Now what you wanna do is, because you own 100 shares of the stock, I actually went over to sell call option. And now I'm picking May 20, but let's pretend that it is May 20 in the future and you want to do this for, let's say, June. So you can do another 4-week or 5-week option for 1 month and you can make another 10%, because check out this $5 call option. It's trading for 55 cents, which is again about 11 or 12% return on your money. So even if the stock ends up going down, you don't need to roll out of that put option. You can actually take shares, actually get assigned 100 shares. And from that point, you don't need to roll out. You don't need to actually do anything. You can hold on to that stock, but now you can start selling call options and generating income on your position. So if you have 100 shares, you can start selling call options, and now you're again making 10% a month, or pretty close to 10% a month. So now that you understand the wheel strategy, you can actually see in my portfolio, if you actually notice, I'm actually always running the wheel strategy. I think it's one of the best strategies out there for smaller portfolios, for medium portfolios, for portfolios over 100,000 and portfolios over $1 million. So for me right now, I have sold a put option on Facebook at the 210 strike that is expiring today. So I'm not going to be taking shares of Facebook because it ended up being profitable and out of the money. So what I'm going to do on Monday, when trading resumes again, I'm just going to sell another put option on Facebook and go for more weekly income. So for Facebook, I'm doing a weekly strategy, but for some other stocks, I might not be doing a weekly strategy. I do like to mix it up, but again, it doesn't really matter if you're going for weekly, semi-monthly, or monthly. All of those options are going to be good as long as you're picking the right strike prices. Now for Facebook, I picked 210 strike price because I saw really good support at that level. For QQQ, I've also sold a put option. I'm down a little bit, but I'm not worried because I would love to get put QQQ. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run that wheel strategy that I just discussed, which is then use my position to sell a covered call option and generate some income. Now on SPY, you can also see that I'm again running the wheel strategy. I'm selling put options. So if you look through my portfolio, I'm doing a whole lot of this. Now on Rivian, I'm up $310. This is called a call credit spread. I do have some videos on that as well in my option playlist, so you can check out the option playlist for that. And right here, I was very bullish on Chipotle. So for Chipotle, I bought a bull call spread or a call debit spread. I'm up $389. This was a very small investment. I mean, this didn't really cost me anything at all. So being up $389 is a very significant move for a very small investment. Then again, I am using my position on SPY. You already know. You have seen that I have a lot of SPY shares. I have 2,500 shares, and I'm using that position to sell call options. Now, actually, the reason why this is down $775 is because I just rolled this option the other day. I was actually up a lot of money on the call option itself. I was up 90%. And when I'm up about 90% on an option, I do like to close out that option and open up a new option. And I'm going to show you my history, short call roll. So if you see right here, so you will see right here that I bought 25 contracts of SPY at 470. I closed my May 20 call option. That was a covered call. I bought it back for 69 cents. Now, previously I sold it for about $7. So I sold it for $7 times 25. That was roughly in the range of $15,000. And then I ended up closing this position for a very small amount of around $1,600. I ended up closing that position and selling 25 more contracts. Now, the only thing I changed here was I rolled from May expiration up to the June expiration. So rather than having my options expire in May, I decided to roll out to June. I picked the same strike price and I got paid more money than I was originally going to make. So I was going to make about 69 cents. Instead, I got paid $228 per contract on 25 contracts. That ended up being about $4,000. And that includes the fee it cost me to close this option position for 69 cents. So the difference was about $4,000. All I have to do is wait 1 month, get paid $4,000. Now that is not bad because you can do a lot of living with $4,000. And in fact, that that could be a retirement income for many people. So basically, I'm using my account to consistently generate income, and I'm doing that by selling put options, by doing covered calls, and running the wheel strategy. Now, a big position of mine is Tesla. I do want to discuss this Tesla position right here. I have 520 shares of Tesla. I used to have a lot more. I decided to cut back. In fact, if I click into my Tesla position right now, you'll see that I'm up a lot of money, but I have cut my portfolio diversity for Tesla down to 32%. I'm super bullish on the stock, but it's just not wise to have all of your eggs in one basket. So I ended up trimming the position. I still have a good position size for Tesla. And if I actually go down here for options, you can see that I'm up $16,000 on Tesla's options right now. So if you're curious on running any of these strategies for yourself, there's going to be a link in the description to the videos that you can watch on YouTube, or you can always join the Discord to see all the trades that I'm making live. Also get coaching with me, have access to coaches, and have a full master course, basically a university degree in option trading. That's all going to be in the description. Thank you for watching.